Good afternoon. This is a response to @Matt3024 concerning Medicare. He did not think anybody should listen to me. It's your prerogative. You do not have to listen to me. Let me just share with you what he said. This is from Matt. He made this comment on the Medicare in 10 minutes or less, we promise video. I don't know if he was disappointed in what I said. I really don't know. Let me just read it. If your goal is to make this short, and who the hell wants your opinion in the first place? Period. I don't understand. Some people take this seriously. And he did this 28 minutes ago. If your goal is to make this short, and who the hell wants your opinion in the first place? I have other videos that are longer if you want to watch a longer video. I don't know. Why are you attacking me, dude? If you don't like the content, go somewhere else. The essence of what I was saying is there are constantly changes in Medicare. And that's just the truth. I've been doing this since 1997. Been selling Medicare supplements and Medicaid. I was in the business before they even had the Medicare Advantage or the Part D plans. I've been around. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just telling you what happens. The one thing that they have stuck to, even though in can't remember what year it was, but they have stuck to the Medicare supplements being standardized. They have stuck to that. They did have a plan. Listen, they had a plan F that would take care of everything, and everybody wanted those plans. And guess what? You today, if you are turning 65, you do not have access to that plan unless you had it way back before. If you had it before, then you can keep it. But see, if you're turning 65 today, that means that you are not on that plan F, probably. I mean, I guess you could have had a disability and you could have paid an awful lot of money for a plan F back before January 1st, 2020. That could have happened. But the reality is that most people today turning 65 do not have access to a Medicare supplement plan F. So they have even changed that. They no longer sell the Plan J, IH or J plans. If you had it before they stopped selling it, then you can keep it, but the premium is going up. So Matt, I don't know what your problem is. You're not very clear. I don't know why. I don't understand what your problem is. You know, I would, if there was a question. Some people take this seriously. Well, I take it seriously too. But you know what? Without talking to you individually and knowing everything about you, I'm not sure what plan I would recommend. That's the whole point. The whole point is if I know more about you and what you feel comfortable with, then I can help you. But just like I said, most people today turning 65 will never have access to a Plan F. They do not have access to a Plan J that did include drugs. They did away with it when they came out with the Part D plan. And the other part of that, one of the things I'm thinking I said, and this is true, I have clients who have done this. I didn't know that they were no longer taking. Well, the company sent you out a notice. You should read it. You know, I don't get every single notification of a drug that's dropping off. They send that, the company communicates with the consumer, and they are required by law to give it to the consumer. If you as a consumer do not take the responsibility to read what they are communicating to you, it's, that's the difficult thing. My job, I will be honest with you, my job is to help you to understand and come to, my job is to hold the company accountable and help solve your problem. That's my job. And you know what? If you deal with Medicare.gov, they could care less what happens to you. Well, you can complain about the company, but guess what? That just takes money away from that company. What you really need to do is to have an agent that takes care of you. That is exactly what I do for my clients. Now, Matt, I can tell you right now, I have no interest in being your agent. There are 400 people out there, new people that I would love to have, but Matt, you are not one of them. You're not one of them. I mean, at least ask a question. Ask a question. I mean, you're making a statement. You don't like me. Okay, you don't like me. You don't think I take it seriously. I do take it seriously. I am here to provide my clients the ability to be satisfied with what they have. Sometimes, guess what? Sometimes my clients won't listen. Is that my fault? No. I've tried to explain it to them. Hey, look, you need to be listening. You need to do this. But they don't do it. And as a result, then they end up having different things happen. But I try my best to give them the best advice. But like I said, I'm not going to be paying your bills, and no other agent is going to be paying your bills. So you have to take responsibility for the decisions that you make. And part of taking the responsibility for the decisions is, sometimes even opening the mail and reading. And look, I'll say this. If you become a client of mine and you get something in the mail that you do not understand, I do this a lot. I will come and help you to understand. Sometimes I don't know what's going on, and unless you contact me and let me know, I can't help you. But I will, if you're my client, I will help you. But I can tell you right now, Mr. Matt 3024, I don't want you as a client, and I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck, because I really don't know I don't even know what I did to offend you. Um, I could tell you exactly what was going on when I was doing that video, but I really don't. It's a little bit private and I don't want to discuss it. But if you have questions, please feel free to go to the comment and we can discuss it. Or guess what? If you have a real question that you want to talk to me about, in the description, you can contact me. I'm willing and able to answer your questions. I'm very much willing to do it. I am trying to tweak the situation as far as the schedule for these. I'm trying to get a good schedule together that is good for me and good for individuals. But I'm just being honest with you. What? Let's see. Let me go back and read this again. If your goal, my goal is this, dude. If I can help you, if I can help somebody to make a decision about Medicare, which plan, because I'm going to tell you, the government doesn't make it easy. You have two options. You have two options. And depending on where you live, one option may be better than the other. And depending on your situation, your income, it could be somebody in the same area, but they have two totally different incomes and scenarios. I am there to provide you the information, and you are to come into the situation and say, okay, this is what I really feel like I want to do. And you make the decision. I will empower you to make a decision, because I'm telling you, in the front of this book, and they send it out to everybody people turning 65 who are looking to go on Medicare. They give you this. I mean, this is the first thing they go over are, what are the parts to Medicare? And on this, what are the parts to Medicare, they don't even say Plan C. Let's just go over, what are the parts of Medicare? Part A, which is free if you work at least 40 quarters, which is basically 10 years. You or your husband or spouse, let me say that, your spouse, you or your spouse. I have a husband. Well, I've worked 10 years though, so it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying that Part A will be free if you work the 10 years and pay into Medicare. And Part A, the hospital insurance, helps cover inpatient care in hospitals, skilled nursing facility care, hospice care, home health care. Part B, what's covered under Part B? Well, that's the medical insurance. That's what it says here. Medical insurance. It helps cover services from doctors and other health care providers, outpatient care, home health care, durable medical equipment like wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, and other equipment. Many preventive services like screening, shots, or vaccines, and yearly wellness visits. That's covered under Part B. What's Part D? That's the drug coverage. It helps cover the cost of prescription drugs, including many recommended shots or vaccines. Plans that offer Medicare drug coverage, Part D, are run by private insurance companies that follow rules set by Medicare. That's what it says. And then the very next page, your Medicare options, because you have an option. You know what? The government doesn't even make the decision for you. They give you an option. And that's what my role in this whole thing is all about, is to help you to clearly decide which way you want to go. Do you want to go with original Medicare or a Medicare Advantage, also known as Part C? And then it goes down through here and it shares with you what the two options are. And I can help you with both of those. Can help you with both of those. But I can't make the decision for you. And listen, this dude, who the hell wants your opinion in the first place? I didn't ask you to come and watch my video, dude. If you don't, I mean, seriously, I have no idea what makes him so mad at me. I do take this seriously. But you know what? You as an individual, this is the thing that is wrong with America right here, right now. People refuse to take responsibility for their own life. They want the government to make the decisions for them and they just float along. Let me tell you something. Medicare's not going to. Oh, how do I seriously, if you're looking for somebody to, if you're looking for somebody to just make every decision for you with your health care as you get older, I mean, I'm just telling you, you can live that way, but it's not going to be a very good, successful. You need to take responsibility for your life. You know what? In that aspect, I'm taking responsibility for my life. Matt may or may not know, because I don't think he's going to watch another video that I have, but maybe he will. Who knows? Maybe he'll listen to my response to him. I have to take the responsibility of my health. My health. You know, I am trying very hard to amend some things in my health. And so, I mean, like, they recommend that you eat certain things when you have had cancer and stuff. And, look, I'm not going to blame somebody else for my health condition. I take responsibility for my health care, my health condition. And you should too. Weight is a problem in this country. What we eat is a problem. And you need to take responsibility for where you're at. He asked the question, who the hell wants your opinion in the first place? You know what, Matt? The thing is, who the hell wants my opinion? I'm trying to help people. And if you did not get the help that you required, maybe it's because you're an angry individual. Maybe you don't have ears to hear. Or maybe you don't even know the questions to ask. You ever thought about that? The only thing I was trying to convey in the previous video was you can count on this, Matt. You can count on this. When it comes to Medicare, there is constant change. Constant. That's the truth. You may not like it. I don't necessarily love it all the time either. But that is the reality. Listen, when you deal with the government, there is constant change. There's constant change. So, I don't know what you expected and how I could have made the video better. Please, if you're going to say who wants my opinion, tell me what the problem is, what you were expecting, and how I felt. You know what? I may not be the most clear, concise communicator. So help me out, Matt. Help me help you. I wasn't trying to be, and guess what? My personality may not mesh with your personality, Matt. But who the hell are you to tell me I can't make a video when this is what I do, bro? I don't know who he thinks he is, that he thinks what were you anticipating and how did I fail you? Can you communicate that instead of just saying, who the hell wants your opinion? Well, guess what? You don't have to be on the video. You do not have to listen to me. Guess what? You know what? This is amazing, Matt. Let me tell you, bro. If you don't like the video, all you do is go to another video and see if your needs can be met with another video. Okay? That's how it works. You know what? I don't get mad at people when they say some of the same things. They say, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, you've said that before. It doesn't make me so mad that I try to cuss somebody out. I'm serious. What did I do to you, Matt? If you don't like the video, go away. There's plenty of people cruising by here tonight. One person seems to be lingering around. I don't know who that is. If it's you, Matt, they laugh. They come in, they come out. But anyhow, this is my response to Matt. Who the hell do you think you are? How about communicating what you felt like I didn't do? Because honestly, what do I say? I'm trying to help people. And if you feel like I did not help you, I do apologize. That's just, I'm sorry that I did not help you. And is there a better way that I can help you? And, if you ask a question, instead of just railing on me, then maybe I could help you. Don't be so angry. And honestly, there's ways to communicate and you don't even have to do it on YouTube, bro. You don't even have to put it in the comments. You can just actually, and if you don't like it, I mean, I guess, you know, I just thought it was hilarious. Oh, I, I try to, there's extremes on some people's comments and stuff. And there are so many extremes. It's hilarious. Um, you don't know me, Matt. You don't know anything really about me. And I know nothing about you. And I would be glad to help you. Well, no, forget that. I don't want you to become a client of mine, but why do you have to be so rude? If you have a problem, if you have an actual problem with what I said, I mean, I don't understand what you mean. I need to take it seriously. I, I take my job very seriously. I want to help my clients. I desperately want to help my clients. Um, and, you know, I've had them on the YouTube with me. So, I don't know what to say to you there, bro. But, I was saying before that I was going to try to keep to a schedule. And this was preliminary. What I am trying to do is see how I can fill a need, because I know it is frustrating. It's Medicare's frustrating. Like I said, I understand his pain as far as you have major problems with people trying to make a decision. But it does depend on your situation. And, if you do not talk to, and you don't have to even talk to me. You can talk to somebody else. There's plenty of other people on YouTube that talk about Medicare. Maybe they take you more seriously. Goodness, we've got to have somebody serious talking about Medicare. Because you're going to die someday and you've got to have Medicare because then you won't die. No, that doesn't happen, bro. Just because you're on Medicare doesn't mean that you are going to live forever. It doesn't change that. But you don't necessarily have, want to leave a big, huge debt either. Okay? So, it just depends on your situation. I can help guide you when I know you more personally. And I mean, if somebody says that they don't care about you personally, what your situation is, that before they guide you in a certain way, then they're looking for just commissions. And that's not me. I'm not the individual that just says, because if I was doing that, I would, seriously, there is one way that you get paid a lot more money in Medicare than another way. But the other way that you don't get paid as much is actually, and it's actually, in my opinion, way better coverage. Way better coverage. So, but, it depends on the situation. Some people they hate to pay a premium for anything. They do not like to pay the premium. Don't like it. Well, there's a lot of Medicare Advantage plans that do not have any additional premium other than the $185 or so, however much you're paying because of your income. and then they have combined everything together so that you don't have to buy an additional Part D. Some people, it's it's all a matter in what you hear, because I say it to everybody the same. But your situation is dependent on what you want to go through, and that's you making a decision. So I hope I have responded to @Matt3024. @Matt3024. I hope that answers your question. But actually, you didn't ask a question. I hope that you understand me a little more. Let's just say that. And, instead of yelling at me and calling me, you can make your comments. That's fine. Make your comments. But I'm not going to. I will respond. And I hope that helps you some, because that's why I am here, is to answer questions. Like I said, some people may not want to answer questions or ask questions, and they don't want to be on, they don't want, I don't know why. When I have questions, I have no problem asking a question. And honestly, if I don't know the answer to a question, this is the other thing. If I don't know the answer, then I'll find out what the answer is. I'm not too big to think that I know everything about Medicare, because I don't. I mean, they change it constantly. That's the one thing I want you to understand. Congress, CMS, changes things constantly. So, don't get mad because I say, hey, you need to read those notices when they come in the mail to you. Don't get mad at me for telling you, hey, you need to take responsibility for your life. There's important information that comes through there, and you need to read it. I mean, that's why they send it out. I mean, that's why the government, that is the companies being in compliance with what the government is saying when they send you those notices. Okay, I don't know how to emphasize that, and I don't even know if that's what he was mad about. I'm not exactly sure, except he said I have no right to tell you, even though I am licensed to get. Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm licensed in the state of North Carolina. I'm licensed in Virginia. I'm licensed in Texas, in Alabama, and Oregon. I can get licensed in other states. Just there's a procedure that I have to go through. But those are the 5 states that I'm in right now. Okay, and there's a whole lot of people that need help, and I'm here to help you. If you want my help, then reach out, and I will help you. So all I've got to say, it did bother me somewhat. I'm thinking about putting this video in my response to his comment. So I guess he doesn't like people that have a smile on their face. I gotta get a mean look. I'm serious. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh well. will tweak my schedule. I wanted to run through it, see how we were going to do with it, and trying to get a hold of what I need to do. So, 10 o'clock tomorrow's probably going to be there still. We're going to have to look at the 1 o'clock, and we're going to have to look at the 8 p.m. and the 10 p.m. So, we'll be here tomorrow at 10. If you have questions, come back, ask your questions. Anyhow, thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.